Skyzone.Society.
Yo, what's going on, my peoples? You know what I mean? If you tuned in, you know what it is already. You tuned into the Zone Sports Podcast, you know what I mean? I'm one half of your host, Big V. That's my guy over there. The other half of the host looking depressed early in the game. What's going on, partner?
What's up, Big V? Yeah, let me get this stuff out the way. Yeah, I'm Corey. Yeah, people call me Corey. Nickname is Cool C. Um, aka COO. What the hell? And I'm wondering what the hell just happened here with the Lakers and all that. But we're not going to even. It ain't even time for that yet. Let's Big V, go ahead and tell them who we sponsored by, dog. I can't. I this is
Yo,
this
yo,
is borderline
oh
depressing
my
to me.
God.
This is ridiculous.
Yo, if you
Who we
don't,
sponsored by, big dog?
I
Yeah.
can't even get it out. If you don't
I
know,
gotta
man,
laugh to
by
keep from
now,
crying.
I know, man. If you don't know, man, by now, we sponsored by my brand, Skyzone.Society. Make sure you shop up there at skyzone.society.bigcartel.com for all your tees, your hats, your candles, your jackets. We got everything over there, baby. Make sure your lie going. You know what I mean? But it's time to jump right into some sports talk, baby. Let's go. Let's talk about the
Yeah.
Lakers. You know what I mean? My man over there, he wearing the
Let's
ANC.
not.
He wearing the ANC colors,
Yeah.
but I know they kind of represent the Lakers with purple and gold. I feel, you know what I mean? I see what
Yeah.
you trying. I see what you
Yeah.
kind of trying to do. So now, I mean, let's just jump right into
Yeah.
the topic. You know what I mean? If you don't know, you've been in a rock here lately. I don't know, but let us put you on to what's been going on in the NBA world. The Lakers have made some recent acquirements. You know what I mean? By the likes of Russell Westbrook, Bazemore, Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard. You know what I mean? They brought back Dwight for what, a third stint. You know what I'm saying? It was a big key piece, and us winning that 2020 chip. You know what I mean? Down there in the bubble. You know what I'm saying? Him and the homie JaVale McGee. What up, JaVale? You know what I mean? Yo. So we bought in some new blood though. We bought in the killer Brody Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? We bought in the dog Bazemore. You know what I mean? And we bought in, of course, the great Carmelo Anthony. You know what I mean? And as soon, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, as soon as I got the news that Russell Westbrook was signing to the Lakers, I immediately sent a text to my guy sitting over there. I said, "Yo, Corey, we getting Westbrook." You know what he did to my text, ladies and gentlemen? If you have an iPhone, you already know that you can hold down the message and you can react to it. My man put a big thumbs down on the text, man. Corey, I want to know your thoughts about these recent acquirements of our great LA Lakers, man. What are your thoughts, baby?
Well, first of all, you're 100% correct. Everything that you said did transpire, and honestly, if the iPhone would have allowed it, I would have gave two thumbs down, and probably thrown in some curse words in there with the emojis. When I got this news, Big V, a few things. I want to backtrack just a tidbit. You hit me up, and my brother from another key hit me up, and I was putting in tickets at work. So I was like, I wasn't even really checking text messages. And you text me and he called me. Um, I didn't pick up the phone because I was still working. And then he called me again. And I'm like, yo, and I haven't even looked at your text at that time. And what came to mind was immediate was this is a joke, right? This is a practical joke. Wait, so let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. We got to pay this man 44 million this upcoming year. We have to pay this man 47 million if he's on the Lakers squad next year. But you know what? I'm not gonna worry about next year. Let's just straight up this year. And not only do we pay him 44, 45 million, Big V, we give up Kyle Kuzma, which, okay, you can argue that time in LA was done. All right, that's fine. KCP, another argument that the time was done. But then we give up Montrezl Harrell. But wait. We're not done. We're not done with what we're giving up, Big V. We gave up the first round pick in this past draft that happened last week. And not only do we give that up, we give up 2 more second round. I get it. It's second round. We're giving up a 2024 second round pick, Big V, and a second round 2028 in addition to the number 22 pick that we had last week. Now, there's so many places. Like this is a joke, right? This is a practical joke. You know, I went outside by my bushes in my backyard, and I was waiting for Ashton Kutcher to jump out and to be like, I got you, man. Like, this is a joke. This is a practical joke. I'm yelling. I'm sorry. Let me bring it down. I want to be respectful of the zoners out there, and I'm not sure how the mic cuts in and out when I yell, so I'll try to be calm. But this is a joke. This is a freaking joke from what I'm seeing, and I'm pissed. I'm pissed because I felt like we gave up way too much, and on top of that, I felt like we gave up too much too soon. Now, I hear what the zoners are going to say. The zoners will be like, well, you see what happened when you waited for Kawhi Leonard. True. We got burnt by him a few years ago. Much respect. Like, all right, fine, cool. I give you that. But at this time when this deal was made, we still had Chris Paul out there, who, by all practical purposes, was going to be tough with the salary cap. I'm not blaming Chris Paul for staying with Phoenix, which we could, talk about all that stuff later at another time. He was going to be expensive, but there was a slither of hope that he maybe would take a pay cut. While this was going on, Big V, we still had DeMar DeRozan out there, who was rumored to want to take a pay cut. Now, I get it. DeRozan don't solve all our problems. I get all that. And I'm like, we need shooters. Russell can't shoot. He can't. He can't. He just can't. He shoots, but he don't shoot well. He never, Big V, and I know this is your boy. There was never a jump shot that Mr. Russell Westbrook taken that he didn't like. He never met a jump shot he didn't want to take out on a date or even marry. There was never a jump shot in history since before he was born that was like, hey, you know what? When I come out of mama's womb, I'm going to take that. He's yet to make it. Listen, when you still, let me continue here because I'm getting off track. I'm sorry. I don't want to. I was hoping that we could get DeMar DeRozan, but not even first. My wish list would have been, and not necessarily in this order, and I know you can't wait with this stuff. I would have wanted to seen if we could have gotten Chris Paul, and for all I know, we couldn't have. For all I know, it was made clear, hey, he's not on the table, he's not going to do it. But okay, fine. We need shooters. You got Buddy Hield right over there in Sacramento. He's a guy who, again, I'm not an insider. I'm not on Twitter like that. For all I know, Rob Pelinka reached out and it didn't happen. As of today, of August the 4th at 6:15 of this recording, I haven't heard that we reached out to them and gotten the definite confirmed yay or nay on Chris Paul. You got DeMar DeRozan, where the man said, I would have taken a pay cut to come here. So the point that I don't like the Russell Westbrook deal is because it was too soon. And when you wrap that much into him, you're cut off at the knees from anybody else we can get. That's why we got the damn AARP team going on right now. Now, I think that Rob Pelinka did as well. Rob Pelinka and LeBron James, I thought they did as well as could be expected. And I'll say this, I'm willing to eat crow on this. Like I told you, I'm telling you, and just like I told Key, because I was pissed. He had to talk me. Look, man, I was at the edge last week. I'm talking about the little crusty pinky toe that you have on the bottom of your feet, the pinky one, the crusty one, was already over the edge. Key talked me back about 3 feet from the edge. But what do you mean by that in the crusty toe? I tell y'all what I mean by the crusty toe and all this shit. I tell you exactly what I mean. He broke down Kyle Kuzma, right? And I'm like, okay, yeah. I mean, I was high on him. Historically speaking, I still feel like we draft up good players, and then we send them to somewhere else, and they go somewhere else and flourish. I.e. Lonzo Ball, or whatnot. But I think,
I Lonzo Ball, absolutely.
and I think with Kyle Kuzma, I think the fact that he got a decent contract and he got his championship, there's not really any hunger in it for him to want to stay because playing in LeBron's shadow is tough, especially to a younger player. All right, cool. He talked me off the edge with Kyle Kuzma. All right, KCP, I think your time just ran out. He's way too inconsistent, just like Kyle Kuzma is right now. He's way too inconsistent. Montrezl Harrell was the one that I wanted to keep, especially if we're going to throw in the picks. And I know he didn't like the time of splitting between Drummond and Gasol. But shit, Drummond ain't there anymore. So that would have been definitely more time for him and Gasol. They say that Anthony is willing. We heard that before, willing to play the five. But anyway, I don't want to get too off track of that. So I'm like, damn, we giving up Montrezl Harrell? Like, I get it. You got to give up something to get something. I just felt like with the Russell Westbrook, it took us out of the running from other pieces that we possibly could have had. And my whole deal is this. Yes, we talked about this a few weeks ago where my attitude on Russell ain't quite like yours, where I'm kind of more, okay, he's cool. The triple doubles is crazy. And I tell you what, Big V, if them triple doubles turn into damn, forget championships, because that's not fair. But if those triple doubles turn into deep playoff runs, we're talking a whole nother ball game. That's when I would really get excited for Mr. Trip Dub coming to Lakerland. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. Is he going to still be that trigger happy jump shot taking mofo that we see? Or is that going to get toned down? We don't know the answer to that. Now, as far as the assists and far as the rebounds, hey, keep that. My concern with his playing style is more so of him needing the ball in his hand and him just popping out shots like motherfucking Pop-Tarts. That's my big deal. Everything else he does is great. I would have liked to have given up less for him, but hey, I'm a computer nerd by day and an NBA whiner by night. Don't like the move. AARP, here we come. I do like getting Dwight Howard back. I do like that. I think he was what was missing. I would have preferred McGee. But again, people in hell want ice water. I get that. I love the Carmelo move. Carmelo was a tad bit above 40% shooting from the three last year in Portland. I think that was a great move. I think that was good. Far as Bazemore, hit or miss, hit or miss. I'm not mad at that, or whatnot. And the Monk, I do think that there's potential there. Will he be stifled by all the AARP team members? Who knows, or whatnot. So I think we made the best out of getting getting Westbrook because, and I'm gonna let you rock because I rocked long enough. When this was even floated, nobody was taking it seriously. I won't speak for you. I know I wasn't. I know ESPN wasn't. I know Fox Sports wasn't taking it seriously. I know cats that I listen to on NBA radio, they weren't taking it seriously. Every last one of us, and I ain't gonna confirm with you, but every last one of us thought this was just a move by either Westbrook or his agent to get his bidding price up. To say, oh, the Lakers interested, and maybe hoping that there was another team that was out. It's like, oh, the Lakers gonna give you this. Shoot, man, we'll give you this. We thought it was a ploy, but it wasn't a ploy. It wasn't a ploy at all. What say you, bro? Yeah. Jesus Christ, man.
I mean, man. I sit here with a smile on my face. You know what I mean? I want this to
Yeah.
be a representation of how I feel. I fucking love it.
Laker Nation is excited right now. Jesus Christ. You're one of them. Oh, my Lord.
Let's go. I fucking love it. Let's go, Westbrook. He's a fucking dog. Bring them triple doubles. I don't give a fuck about your jump shot. Bring them trip dubs, my nigga. Bring them. Bring them trip dubs and let's win. Let's win with LeBron. Let's get these rebounds. Let's get these assists. Let's get these trip dubs. Now, do I understand where you're coming from? Absolutely. Part of me think that it is going to be tough. It is going to be tough between, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not even going to put a between in it, Corey. I love this move, but Corey, I'm unsure. I'm going to keep it 1,000. I am unsure. I am unsure for everything that you just mentioned. I am unsure about how many times he's going to shoot the ball. I am unsure about how it's going to work with LeBron. I'm unsure about who's going to be taking the last shot in clutch time. I don't know, Corey. I do not know. I do not know. But let me tell you, man. Damn if I ain't excited. Boy, I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to fucking see it, Corey. We added Russell. Listen, we added the Brody. Let's put some respect. It's a great time to put some more respect on Russell Westbrook's name. Not that he needs it. Not that Mr. Trip Dub needs it. Now, he's a walking triple-double. Why the fuck wouldn't I want him on the Lakers, Corey? Why the fuck wouldn't I want out of everybody? Let me tell you something, man. This is not Green Bay. The Lakers are not Green Bay. We go out and get niggas. That's what we do. We go out and get niggas and stop disrespecting us, Corey, by calling us the AARP team. It is not right. And I think that Chris Paul showed you at age 36. He told you at age.
Hand this out to him and get some mail to what is it, Figueroa Way in Los Angeles. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm going. I was just getting the cars together.
Oh my goodness.
What do old retired people do when they retire? What, they hang out at Hardee's at like 9:00 in the morning? Ain't that what they do? That's what I'm gonna do when I retire.
You disrespectful, man. Listen, man. Chris Paul showed us this season. And listen, man. He showed us exactly what, if I'm not even going to quote Aaliyah because I don't even want to quote something that R. Kelly might have wrote. So let me just be past that. You know what I mean? Listen, Chris Paul has showed us that, age is nothing. You know what I mean? He showed us this season to the point where, hey, he even went out and got himself a $90 million contract with the Suns. Am I correct? At age 36,
yeah, he did.
On 37. So
he got the bag.
He got the bag. I don't want to hear about the AARP team. Listen, man. If this is the AARP team, man, I would hate to see what the real retirement people look like after this. Because let me tell you, if the people can't stop the AARP team, who one guy was shooting 40% from the three last year and averaging almost 14 points, Mr. himself. You know what I mean? Carmelo. You know what I'm saying?
I do love when he does that.
Absolutely. And one guy of the AARP team was smashing triple doubles for seasons back to back. Yo, and listen, man, I love the pickup of baseball. Baseball adds the grit that we lost on my trip. He adds the grit that we lost on my trip.
Yeah.
He adds that grit. He's more of a, I don't want to say him and PJ Tucker are similar, but if you know what I mean, he's the dog like that. I love it. I love baseball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We need some grit.
He's going to give us everything he has.
Absolutely. And the boy can jump out the gym and all that. I fuck with baseball, man. Listen. This month pickup, we're gonna see.
Hit or miss on that.
I do like what they did by giving the young boy who came from the G League, who was coming off the bench for us. They gave him some money, so I forgot his name. They referred to him like as 3 letters, and all 3 letters are part of his name. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember your name.
Talking about in Charlotte or?
No, this is with the Lakers. He plays for the Lakers, man.
Okay.
He comes off the bench.
Well, I hate that we got rid of Alex Caruso.
I'm bro. I was definitely about to jump into that. I'm sad about it.
Okay.
I'm bro, I'm just sad, man. I hated to see that
I
news
did
come
not like
across,
that.
man. I didn't like it, man, because
Didn't like it at all.
he added some grit too, no matter what people, want to believe about him. He
Yes.
added
He
toughness,
was
he added
excellent for
grit.
that second unit.
What a spark off the bench you lost, man. Um, I
Man,
hate
that's a
I,
loss.
I hate to see him go. I didn't mind Kuzma as much. I didn't mind KCP. I was confused
Yeah.
about what we did with Montreal because Montreal had just signed his contract days before we traded him. He had just signed for a $9 million
Yeah.
contract with us. I was confused about that.
Yeah. That was weird, man.
Because I was happy when he signed back. I said, "Oh, so we're gonna bring my trash back. That's cool. I like my trash for the same reasons you do." He adds the grit.
He's a dog.
He's a dog. I love it. I love the fact that we did bring back the White to kind of offset that Montrez because man, I tell
Yeah.
people we don't get that chip without the White in 2020. I tell people that like I tell
No,
people,
we don't.
we don't, man.
No, we don't.
Or JaVale. We need to put some respect on their name.
Yeah.
That the defensive presence that they bought down low was impeccable. Impeccable. And
no question.
And I'm hoping that, the White gonna bring that back this time around too, because I really feel like Corey, I know how you feel, but I really feel like with this team, man, we really got something right now. We got Carmelo, who's a shooter, he can drive too. It kind of takes some of the pressure off LeBron. And I'm thinking to myself now, in clutch time, who do we want to shoot it? Well, we got options now that I think about it. We got AD to shoot it. We got LeBron to shoot it. And we got Carmelo to shoot it. I like those odds. I'll take it. Because now
Well, long as you didn't say Russell, I'm fine with what you just said. I thought you was I thought you were about to say Russell, but I'm sorry, go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt.
I'm not gonna go that far just yet, even though Russell Brody is my dog. You know what I mean? He's a dog.
I know how you Russell fans are. I got to keep my eye on you guys, man.
Hey man, that man. Hey, look, that man can play some basketball, man. That man meter is always 1,000, man. And I'm
hey,
so.
Well, you never question his effort. That's for damn sure. I will give him that.
And we need guys that we don't need to question the effort because of the inconsistent pieces that we just got rid of. We need guys like Westbrook who lay it on the line every night. And I don't know of a single person other than the guys of like Patrick Beverly who really put it on the line every single night. And man, listen, man, if you don't want Russell Westbrook on your team, man, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to you, man, because to me, I'm not gonna say he's the perfect piece, but in his defense, he hasn't had the squad to go deep in the playoffs. He wasn't going deep in the playoffs with the Wizards. You fucking kidding me? No, you definitely wasn't going deep with the Thunder after the departure of KD. We knew that. So and again, we don't even want to talk about what happened down there in Houston with James Harden.
Yeah, now that was a tough one.
Yeah, that was just tough. But I'm really hoping that this combination between AD, LeBron, Carmelo, and now Russell Westbrook will work. I think it will work, bro. I think a lot of that as well relies on our bench. We got to see what the bench looking like, man. We got to see what that second unit look like because we just lost a key spark to that second unit with Caruso gone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and let alone Montrez, and then what really, Corey, and the people out here, man, the zoners, man. I'm gonna tell you, I don't like the fact we got rid of Trump. I don't like it. I wanted to keep.
It's funny you say that real quick because we had a podcast a few weeks ago where Katz was like, we didn't have a big three. And maybe it was premature that I said that. But I remember vividly saying like, yo, we got our big three and Drummond was that.
Yeah.
And you can argue he didn't live up to it per se, but hell, we ain't had him that daggone long.
And he didn't have time. He didn't have time. That man's a walking double.
No, he came in the middle of the season. I would have loved for us to have given Drummond this upcoming year a full season. Let's just see what you could do in the system. Now cats are ready to write him off and stick him up in buyout land. And I'm like, dude, not like
no.
Had he been with us all year and he played like he did, that's one thing. But not like I think we pulled the trigger on that too quick.
Yeah, the man is a walking double door. Sorry, a walking double double. You can check the stats for yourself. The man
Yeah,
he did God's work down there in Detroit with the Pistons. We all know that, and I was
yeah,
excited to see him in a full stint run with LeBron and the rest of the squad. I was excited for that because
yeah.
man,
I was too.
if you know Drummond's game is crazy. It is crazy.
Absolutely.
He just didn't get used to the like you said, our system. He was only there for a few months. He didn't get a first
That's what
shake,
I'm
man.
saying.
And
Nah.
and with him, Corey, I really think that he's going to get back to himself down there in Philly where he got traded. I really think he's going to
Yeah, I think
resurge
he is too.
with Joel Embiid because that's a great combination to have. Even if you have Drummond coming off the bench to back him up, or if you want to put them both on the court at the same time, man, you're talking about twin tower action.
Yeah.
And
I tell you,
go ahead.
yeah, man, that's a tough one. That's a tough loss, man. It's gonna
Yeah,
be interesting what Frank does with the lineup with the new guys that we have.
and much like you, Corey, I want us to go out to Buddy Hill and Darren Fox like we talked about. I wanted us to get kind of younger with shooters, man, and a point guard wise. I wanted that, bro. In my mind, what LeBron? I guess LeBron is gonna run the point.
He has to.
He has to now.
He like I know that it's rumored that he don't like to run it as much, or we tried this before where we try to transition LeBron off the point, especially back when Rondo used to be with us, and I thought
Right.
that worked out well, but then throughout the course of that season, it really just ended up Rondo running point for the second unit, not the first unit. There will be some plays here and there
Yeah.
where Rondo will have the ball in his hand. And that's going to be another thing because Russ, like, I mean, I get it. We're mostly playing positionless basketball nowadays as compared to the 90s and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, Russell runs point.
Mhm.
So it's going to be interesting who does what. Like, Frank Vogel got a damn job ahead of him, buddy, because LeBron, like, now I think LeBron would be willing to move to the two in certain circumstances. I do think this, um, especially with the whole triple double thing, is that I think personally Russ needs to run point, take a step back from the shooting and just get everybody involved and really be more like a Chris Paul in that, right, where it's like I'll shoot it if I have to or if it makes sense. But my job is going to be of a traditional point guard, which Russell has never been because he's too athletic to be a traditional. Like, I get that. But I would love if he could pull a Chris Paul and really focus really in on the assist and, leave the rebounding to your ADs and your Dwight Howards, and your Marc Gasols. And so, even though Gasol is really a stretch for him, he's listed as a 5, but whatever. I would love to see him do that. As long as he's not that trigger happy guy with the shots, I do think it could work. I know LeBron will make it work, but that's going to be interesting, man. But look, if I'm not mistaken, we're going back to an 82 game regular season. We got plenty of time to figure it out.
Yeah, yeah, man. That's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna try to figure this thing out, man. And see what happens. You know, and
Yeah,
let's just keep it in the NBA real quick, and let's just keep it on the Lakers, man. What are your thoughts about them coming out of the West with these new
man.
additions? Do you think we can come out of the West this year?
I think, I still think it's possible.
And keep in
Um,
mind now, we still got Jokic and Denver to deal with, and the likes of the surgeons of the Dallas Mavericks and things of that nature. And let's not still be out,
yeah,
and
I
let's still not forget about the Clippers.
yeah, and even though I'm not worried about the Clippers because Kawhi Leonard is out with an ACL. Um, and I get it. He could technically come back.
Yeah,
Real quick on Kawhi, I knowing his history with injuries, he don't come back until he's ready to come back. And here's what I foresee with the Clippers. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, he gets cleared around March or April. I think a lot of it's going to have to determine where the Clippers are in standings.
the record.
Right?
Yep,
Like,
yep.
if they, yeah, that's exactly right. Like, I think if they're like in the top 5, maybe 6, And they just need that push. I think he'll try to do it. But I think if they're like teetering on 7 and 8, and you're gonna have to have killer matchups through the playoffs anyway, I think he might just chalk it up and just say, forget it, I'm not doing this next year. Because the reason being is that he has a player option, which he's going to 9 times out of 10 exercise. So basically, it's going to be similar to Kevin Durant when he went to Brooklyn, where, oh, that first year, we're going to pay you, but you ain't got to play, obviously because of injuries or whatnot. And I think with the Clippers, what they're doing is just they're going to sign him to that 1 year just to have an opportunity to sign him the season after next. So the Clippers, to me, got a big ass question mark on them. But with everybody else, man, like I don't think Utah is going to get any worse. I don't think Denver is going to get any worse. Um, Portland is that's a 50-50 on Portland because I get it. Chauncey Billups there. Does Chauncey Billups rejuvenates Damian Lillard, aka Dame Time, to stay and be like, you know what, man? Maybe the problem was with the coach Terry Stotts. Let's do what we do here and see if they make any move. I haven't obviously I don't follow the rest of the team like I follow my own, but I haven't really heard of too many major people going to Portland throughout this free agency. So that to me doesn't look good. To me, I think real quick, I think the people who made out like bandits was Miami and Chicago. With their acquisitions of players that they got. Maybe I didn't listen to enough NBA radio this week. I don't recall too much really been made or being sent to Portland with that. So 50% on that. I think Phoenix, man, um, I underestimated them this year, and I think they're going to be held next year.
Yeah, they'll
And
be
I
there.
think I think that with you know those guys getting the taste of what the finals is like, and
Yep.
seeing that confetti drop and it wasn't
Yep.
for them, I do think it's going to fuel them to be even better. Like, look, we know we got the talent to get to the finals. And you can say what you want about, oh, well, they caught lucky breaks. So did Milwaukee. Hell, so did the Golden State on their first championship run. Hell, I mean, people give us crap. The Lakers for oh, it was the bubble. Oh, and Bam got injured and all that stuff. The point I'm making is that every team gets breaks, and it's all about how you capitalize them. Because again, Milwaukee had me looking like Dodo the Bird with our predictions, and they fucked around and won the whole daggone thing. Whatever. So I can we? Can we? Yes. Will we? Don't know. I'm leaning more towards no. If this is a either or where I'm taking the field in the West versus the Lakers, I'm taking the field. But I want to be wrong as hell. Just make that. I know I've been murdering the Lakers for the past half an hour, but I want us to win. Okay, but I don't know. What say you?
And I gotta say it, man. I think we're gonna win the West. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there, man.
Okay,
I'm gonna put the Lakers out
put
there.
out them positive vibes.
Absolutely, we're gonna win
I
the
need.
fuck.
I need
We're
that.
gonna win
I
the
need
fucking
that
West. Absolutely, we're gonna win the
to get
fucking
out of my
West.
sunken place right now. I need your positivity.
Yeah, man. I think, man. And I say this with everybody being healthy, of course. With us being healthy,
Of
our
course,
guys is
right?
coming out of the West. I realize that teams that we mentioned aren't going anywhere, but neither are we. We just loaded up. We're not fucking around.
Yeah.
We're tired of the bullshit. We're coming back for that chip this year with everybody else. We're not fucking around. We got off the dead weight like Kuzma and everybody else that we thought would be unreliable. We cleared up all the rumors. We trading Kuzma. We're gonna keep him. No, he's the fuck up out of there. We don't have to deal with none of that
So I
shit no
got
more.
rid of Schroeder.
Got rid of
Schroeder.
Schroeder.
We got rid of him. He looking for his big money that he ain't got yet.
Yeah, hey, let him keep.
I had to throw that in there.
Yeah, because he wanted some. He wanted some. And he may get it, but it won't be with LA, baby. You know what I mean? It won't be with LA.
I think real quick he wanted I think we offered him like 3 year 85,
And he
and
turned
I
it
think
down.
he's wanting yeah, he wants a 3 year 115. Woo.
Listen, man, I'm not mad at nobody.
Okay.
I'm not mad at nobody for betting on themselves. He turned it down.
True that.
Hey, he feel like he can work hard and put himself in position to get that, or he feel like he already earned that. Hey, man, more power to you. Do your thing. You know what I mean? I'm no longer concerned about Schroeder. I'm concerned about whoever's on the LA Lakers right now. And right
There you
now,
go.
it's all about Melo and the boys. You know what I mean? Yo, I really think that again, everybody else being who they are, I think that we really just loaded the fuck up. I mean, you know, I want to take this time, man, to shit on the Clippers real quick. You know what I mean? Yo, Clippers, fuck y'all, by the way. I remember when y'all got Kawhi, and I remember Paul George and Patrick Beverly and all you niggas that was in the casino, where the fuck y'all was at, had all them big ass chains. And I remember specifically the look on your fucking face, Patrick Beverly. Oh, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. We got Kawhi. Don't talk. What the fuck? I don't. What happened though? What has happened since you niggas have gotten Kawhi? Not a fucking thing. I don't even think Kawhi even fuck with y'all. That when he was hurt, that nigga was sitting up in the press box. He wasn't even fucking with y'all on the sideline like regular players do when they hurt. You know what I mean? Don't spare me with he that's just who he is. I know that's who he is. He don't fuck with y'all. You know what I mean? So yeah, I remember y'all. I remember vividly of y'all in the casino and with your hands over your mouth like little schoolgirls and looking all sneaky and laughing. Oh, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. And what happened? You got your ass booted out again. Shut the fuck up, Clippers fans. I'm sick of you niggas. You niggas need reminders who y'all old building y'all play in. Y'all still playing our building. Y'all even have your own fucking gym. Shut the fuck up, Clipper Nation. You niggas is whack. You niggas is whack. I've been holding this in all year long. Matter of fact, more than a year. Ever since I saw Patrick Beverly and fucking Paul George looking all stupid. Don't talk to me. Don't talk. Yeah, we talking to you niggas now. You niggas ain't did shit with Kawhi. Kawhi, you've been better off with LeBron, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? And can we keep it real? Can we keep it really a buck right quick on this podcast, man? I'm gonna take it a step further, bro. In my opinion, bro, Kawhi's overrated a little bit. He overrated a little bit. Kawhi overrated a little bit. Just a little bit. I understand his greatness and all that, but bro, like for me personally, man, I just can't. I just don't dig Kawhi like that, bro. I understand everything he's done. I understand how he put the Sixers out of the playoffs with that other year with the shot that bounced around the goal and all the other shit. I understand what he did.
I got a story for you. With Kawhi when you're done.
Okay.
If you haven't heard about it yet.
I understand what he did for the Raptors and all that, man. But man, I don't really fuck with Kawhi like that, man. I feel like he's a tad bit overrated. I know what the numbers say. I'm going strictly off the eye test. I don't like the nigga body language. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't like how he act like he don't fuck with the team that he on. You can't name me other than the Spurs one team that he looked like he fuck with. He looked like he fuck with Kyle Lowry and them niggas when he was in the Raptors. That's why he got that chip and moved the fuck on. You know what I mean? I don't fuck with Kawhi. I think it was a blessing that we didn't get him and won the chip after he played us, nigga. You know what I mean?
That was dope, yeah.
Yeah, that was, and it's still dope because guess what? You still ain't got to chip the Clippers. That's what you get for trying to go far left, motherfucker. You know what I mean? You get far left. That's what happened. But regardless, you know what I mean? We here now. I got us coming out of the West. You know what I mean? I got to beat the shit out of them bum-ass Clippers every time we see them. You know what I mean? And we're going to keep it like that, man. What's your story about Kawhi?
I'm gonna tell that to the two Clipper fans that we probably know between the both of us, so that's gonna be funny. Man, no, look, as far as Kawhi Leonard, real quick, you're 100% right, and I know cats are probably gonna give us the side face and gonna hit us in the comments when this premiere, which is fine. We encourage, bring it on. I love it, man. I love the enthusiasm and all that stuff. I think that to me, Kawhi Leonard got exposed with the Clippers. I still think he's a great player. But just not in the top 5.
No.
And is it because of skill? Not necessarily, only partially. See, when you start talking about top 5s, and this is a whole nother podcast, I ain't gonna stay on this too long, but it's some things it's about the intangibles, right? That comes with your stat sheet. And I think all Kawhi has is a stat sheet, and he doesn't have anything else. That's why you Russell Westbrook fans love Russell because, yeah, I dogged him, but he does bring a lot more to the table. You ask his teammates, they love this guy, right? Like, they like, people will go to war for Russell Westbrook. Now, the Kawhi Leonard deal, Nas got a song. Our favorite rapper Nas got a song called "Quiet Niggas," and that's what I think of with Kawhi, where he's so quiet that he's uncomfortable to me. And I'm a, you know, some people say I got a type A personality. I'm probably a mixture between both, where it's like I know how to turn it up, but I kind of like just chilling either by myself or with maybe two or three other people. I don't need to be the life of the party or nothing like that. And so obviously Kawhi is definitely on the opposite end of that spectrum. So the story was, and I don't know if you heard it, was the whole courtship of Kawhi of Paul George when he was at OKC. I don't know if you heard this tonight, but basically, Ramona Shelburne reported that back when Russ and Paul George was in OKC, Kawhi was trying to court Russell Westbrook, right? But Paul George didn't know that he was trying to court Russell Westbrook and vice versa, right? And so, anyway, one thing led up to another. And I guess the way the story goes is that Kawhi had a choice because obviously he couldn't bring them both over there. So basically, he was allegedly, according to Ramona Shelburne on ESPN, was that he went after Russell first, right? And for whatever reason, him and Russ had to understand that he was going to be a Laker. And then at the 11th hour, we all know what happened with him picking Paul George. Don't know the reason. Don't know why. But that's what's out. And of course, Kawhi Leonard engineered that and of course held us hostage while we was waiting. So, that whole quietness, the you can't really quite like he's good at, but damn it, man, at what cost? And real quick before I get off of that, man, one of the biggest things you think of with your top-notch players is the ability for availability. And he just doesn't have it. Like the load balancing and all that stuff. Like, you think Kawhi Leonard was the only one with quad injuries? Like, you ain't think Russell had injuries and it do give you the sweat off his back, dog? Like, it's little stuff like that. Like H-Town got a song called Part-Time Love. I don't need you part-time. I need you all the way, or I don't need you at all. Like, that's my rant on Kawhi Leonard.
I mean, look what we just said in this podcast, bro. Depending on the Clippers record, he may not come back. This is his history. That's why I don't fuck with the guy like that. He has no leadership. You know what I mean? You can't lead when you don't say shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he never since the Spurs, he has never looked in place with any organization. Never.
Mm-mm.
I don't know what it is. He just looked like he don't fuck with the team. You never heard teammates say that he does fuck with the team. Like, you don't never hear nobody saying like you never hear like the stories like, oh man, he bought us all lunch, he bought us all TVs, or
none of that. You would have heard something by now,
bro. I heard. Think about
it. Come on, you've been in the league long enough.
Thank you for saying he's been in the league long enough, because I've heard a story about Lonzo Ball, who's been in the league just a minute. No, come on, just a few minutes. When the new Xbox Series X's came out, he bought everybody in the Pelicans one.
It's crazy. That's crazy. It's little stuff like that that matters.
It's the little stuff that matters, and it's also the little stuff like that you don't hear about Kawhi doing. I'm not saying that he's not doing it, but dude, you've been in the league over 10 years. I haven't heard a damn thing.
Nothing.
I've heard nothing.
Nothing. Again, I listen to a lot of NBA radio, and they've always have where I get it. I'm not one of them people that just because you don't put it on social media don't believe it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like, I try not to be one of those. Nope. But at the same time, you don't hear squadoosh. Like, you'll hear stories about almost anybody else. Like, oh man, let me tell you something, man. Dude, this dude in the locker room, and what time he did this, or man, you know what, man, he came to my kid's party, man, and bought them big wheels, and like, look, you haven't heard a peep. He is the world's biggest mystery man of all time, and of any sport, or any genre, of any occupation.
And that's not good. It's not good to be that guy of team sport. You know what I mean? It's just not.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Fuck the
Yeah.
Clippers. We're gonna move on to some NFL talk. You know what I mean? Let's talk to my NFL people. It's only a few look, man. We got a
Rodgers.
few more days away. You know what I mean? To this NFL season kickoff, we're gonna be all NFL. We're gonna be a little bit
There's a
different.
Hall of Fame game on tomorrow. There's a Hall of Fame game on tomorrow night. I'm gonna watch that shit like it's a damn Super Bowl.
Okay, all right. You know what I mean? So here lately in the NFL, y'all know on this podcast we've been really covering this Aaron Rodgers situation. We told y'all niggas that Aaron Rodgers was not coming back. We told y'all niggas he didn't care about the 22 million. We told y'all niggas, and guess what, Corey? He made us look stupid. He made us look fucking.
They did it to us again.
Man, God, Aaron
These
Rodgers,
Milwaukee
man.
guys, man. Milwaukee, Wisconsin guys, man.
Hey, man,
they shitted on us. They got us again.
I think the state of Milwaukee has it out for this podcast, bro. I don't know what we did, man. But
did we piss them off in our former life or anything like that? I don't know what the hell. I
don't know, man. Every time we open our mouth to speak on the Milwaukee team or Wisconsin team, whatever you want to call it, man, we are wrong, man. We are wrong, man. We are completely wrong, man. You know what I mean? ladies and gentlemen of the Zone Land. Boy, Aaron Rodgers said, "Yo, I'm coming back. Him and the Green Bay Packers have came to some terms. I think it was like a year contract that he's saying. ESPN has reportedly saying he signed it for a year. After this year, he's the fuck up out of there. You know what I mean? Corey, I'm gonna be honest with you. He pissed me off. He pissed me off. He pissed me the fuck off, Corey.
Why did it piss you off? Why did it piss you off, Big V? Talk to the people.
Mr. Rodgers, man. Let me come to your neighborhood real quick, y'all. You know, Corey, this entire off season, this man has done nothing but led us to believe that he was not coming back. That there had to be major changes made. All kind of listen, hell had to freeze over for this man to come back. I don't know if it froze over because I'm not there. I don't want to be there. I don't know any representatives of hell to tell me if hell froze over. But man, let me tell you though, man. You know, we spoke on this podcast about, just his actions of veering towards not coming back. And now I'm looking at those actions like antics, man. Like, you come out here in this little t-shirt you had on that we talked about, you know what I mean? And and to take it a step further that really, then you out here playing golf, you know what I mean, on some kind of golf tournament, whatever. So that let me know that your mind wasn't even on OTAs, nothing. It's training camp. You missed some of training camp as well. Because here's my thing. I said, man, if he shows up during training camp birthday, he's going to stay. You said, fuck training camp. I'm golfing. I said, oh, it's over. It's over. He's showing Mr. G that it is over. He is showing Mr. G he's on his way to fuck out, man. But, man, let me tell you. Aaron, man, look, pissed me off. Corey, man, I'm not a fan of when guys do things that when guys paint a picture a certain way that it really ain't, and I feel like the whole time they know what they're doing. I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I don't like the antics that he went through just to come to this point. I don't like the fucking t-shirt he wore. I don't like him being in golf. And hell, if you've seen him lately, the nigga looked like a fucking stoner from Woodstock '99. You know what I'm saying? The nigga hair was down to his goddamn neck. Well, I never seen nigga hair that long. The nigga, he had a handlebar mustache, looking like some kind of fucking pedophile. I don't even fucking know. Everything about him was reading fuck Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Green Bay. But boy, I mean, he even on his Twitter, he posted up some pics from the Last Dance. Why are you posting pics from the Jordan doc, The Last Dance? If this isn't, okay, I get it now. Were you saying that this was your last dance in Green Bay this upcoming season? Did you sign for your contract? That antic just now settled in. Before I thought you were saying, hey, I've given y'all my last dance. I'm on my way out. Just because of all the other anti-Green Bay tactics that you were going through. You know what I mean? I just thought this was part of your little scheme and your way out of there. But no, he comes back, he settles in for another fucking season with Green Bay Packers, man. I'm not mad at the Green Bay Packers for keeping the pursuance on him because you don't want to let Aaron go. You know what I mean? I'm glad that Mr. G and the guys smartened up and is giving Aaron whatever he desires. They're not giving him any more fucking players. He's not going to win shit there this year. Let's just put it out there. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I guess this is his last dance to say, hey, Green Bay fans, I'm going out. I'm going out on my shield for y'all. I'm going to give y'all everything that I have. You know what I mean? But at the end of the season, I'm going to tip my hat like I just like I just hit a goddamn 3-4 home runs in the game. I'm going to tip my hat as I'm on my way out, and that's going to be it. But I just hate the fact that of just the bullshit that he was putting out because it's all bullshit now. Now that you
Yeah.
came to this contract decision with Green Bay, it's all bullshit. Everything he was doing, like I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I feel like if you were gonna go through these measures, man, you should have just stuck it out and not played with it. And I feel like if you were gonna go through these measures to come to this term of a year contract or whatever, I'm pretty sure that this could have already been handled. You know what I mean? I just don't like the unnecessary bullshit that was going on to lead up to this point, man. That's my only gripe. And again, it was a lot of to me. I put it all on Aaron Rodgers, man, because Green Bay wasn't really throwing out any tactics or showing that they didn't want him. They
Yeah.
were really showing they really wanted him back. You know what I mean? There was rumors of them going to his house and called him several times and whatever else, man. But it looked like it was one sided. You see what I'm saying? It looked like it was all Green Bay wanting him. It looked like he was done with Green Bay. But here he is again, suiting up one more time for Green Bay, man. You know what I mean? Again, I don't like the tactics that went into this whole bullshit. How do you feel about this?
Man. For one, when this got announced, I'm like, thank God this is over. I'm about
So
sick of hearing about
yeah,
it. Like
yeah.
this is like diva times 12. I think it's fault on both ends, obviously, with this. And what I'm not really still understanding is like, Aaron, what did you really get though?
What
Like,
did
what
he
like
get,
like
Corey?
what
What
did
did
you
he
get?
get?
What did you get? He got Randall Cobb, who is arguably over the hill. But maybe it's a deal where him and Aaron Rodgers work well together, kind of like how Peyton Manning did his receivers, where it's like, okay, I'm only good around this quarterback. All right, so you want to do that? All right, that's fine. He got a year voided off his contract. Now, last time I checked, it ain't like he's going to be at least on his own at the end of this upcoming season able to leave. It's very vague terminology from the Green Bay Packers where they're basically like, oh, well, we'll evaluate at the end of the season. Oh, time out, time out, time out. Evaluate what? Well, we'll just evaluate. No, time out. What are we going to evaluate if I'm Mr. Rogers? Well, we're just going to just see how things go. What? Time the fuck out. What are we evaluating at the end of the season? Are you going to trade me or no? Well, we'll evaluate at the end of the season. So basically, what do we have here? Wait a minute, what's going on? I can even see Big V if there was a guarantee or something was thrown in as a player's option. Like you're going to give me a no trade clause and a player option at the end of this upcoming season. If not, if it's not about the money, I'm sitting out. So let me get this straight. All of this was basically over Randall Cobb. Come on, nah, I'm not going to buy that. No way. But basically, he gets to go on ESPN and NFL Network and air out the Green Bay. That was it. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, well, you could talk shit about us. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Go ahead and get it off your chest. Like, yeah. I had that happen to me before at one of my old jobs where I had an issue with how things was going on at the job. Spoke to my boss about it. My boss was like, yeah, go ahead and send out a company-wide email. Put some teeth into it. And you know what I did? I put some teeth into it. I did exactly what my boss said. And you know what? It felt good getting that off my chest. And then you know what? 3 weeks later, the same things happen over again, over and over. It's like, first of all, people don't even read emails like they used to. So I'm like, well, oh, wait a minute. My boss let me do that as a pacifier. Oh, getting back to Green Bay. Oh, Gouda Kunts, G thing, same old G, genuine. He's like, yeah, you know what, Rodgers? Man, you go and talk shit up. Yeah. Man, dude, you can have a freaking 30-minute press session about it. I don't care. Are you gonna play? Yeah, I'll play, but I need Randall Cobb. I need to air y'all out. Oh, and I need to have options at the end of the year. But what options? I don't know. I just options. We'll evaluate that at the end of the season. He ain't get shit. What did he he's getting paid. Like, he's not going to lose the money from sitting out of training camp. Okay. All right. I thought it wasn't about the money. So a lot of this, Big V, I just don't understand. I think if you just did not want to do OTAs, just say that. A lot of veteran quarterbacks, they say that. They pull the card like, no, I ain't doing OTAs. What you going to do? So what? What are you going to do, trade me? But I haven't seen anything, unless I missed it, and I've been scouring this for the past week. I even scoured it again while you was giving your soliloquy over it. I just didn't see what really changed that much. I don't, because last I heard, he was willing to retire. Last I heard. Last I heard, it wasn't about the money. Last I heard. So you're still getting paid what you was going to get paid, and you're not losing money. And so the only thing that I really see is you air him out, you get Randall Cobb, who's definitely over the hill. But if you can make that work with him, Aaron Rodgers know way better about that than I ever will care to know. And then we'll see at the end of the season how things go. So to me, it sounds like, Big V, an organization you don't trust. You're basically trusting them to see how things go at the end of the NFL season. And the thing about it is, I think he made it this far. I think he should have held out.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see, unless you did, I didn't see anything in place, parameters in place that states that, hey, you know what, man, if I get injured, have another collarbone injury like I had a few years ago or whatever, where I'm out and I'm quote unquote damaged good. Now he's good like a Kevin Durant, where even if he does get injured, he'll still get picked up. And I think teams will be able to sign him. And even if he got to sit out a year, that means they got him for 3 more years. I do think he's that good. But I didn't hear anything about any injury things, parameters in place. If I go out and play for a team I don't want. Let me give Colin Cowherd credit. Is basically he related it to a marriage, or really relationship period, where we've all been there, where it's like, man, and this could be a friend, a spouse, relationship, whatever you want to call it, but we all know that when we had to break it off with somebody, and breaking it off, as Colin Cowherd would say, it's kind of better just to rip the whole daggone Band-Aid off and move forward, as opposed to, you know what, man, let's just stick it out for another year. For what? We know it ain't working now. Or we wouldn't even be at this point. What are we doing? So that's just like, me saying, well, you know what, hypothetically, because I don't want to put any bad juju on any of our marriages. I'm doing this super hypothetical. Hypothetically speaking, if I wasn't married to my wife and I'm married to, I don't know, somebody else, and it just so happens we got kids, and you know what? We don't love each other. We don't really even care for one another. We don't do anything together. We don't sleep in the same bed. We don't even cook each other dinners. We don't even talk to each other. We're basically roommates, right? But we got 2 kids. One of them's 8 and the other one's 10. And you know what? Baby? I think we need to just go and get this divorce. It's going to suck. Hey, you know what, man? Child support's going to be a bitch. Alimony's going to be what it is. And man, I get it. I get it. And she's basically like, well, you know what? Let's just stick it out for the kids, at least till they get grown. Well, is that the only thing that's keeping us together, is the kids? Because we're the foundation. So wait a minute, let me get this straight. Now we're only together because we have children together? That's the only reason? Then there ain't no point in sticking it out then. Whether they 18 or whether they 8, they're gonna take it just as hard. So rip the band. I think this is what Green Bay should have done. I think Green Bay should have went ahead and trade for Aaron Rodgers to wherever, and then that will be the next team's problem. But I get it because Aaron Rodgers could say, "Hey, well, if you trade me here, I'm not going there." So I get that.
Yeah.
I just haven't heard anything about them waiving or modifying the trade clause. All I kept hearing for the 12th time is that we'll see how the season goes. I don't know what that means.
And that's the thing, Corey. Like, I don't know what this means. Like, I'm so confused that
what honest with you, I don't know what it means.
I don't even know why he came back. Is that? And again, you got nothing. You got absolutely nothing. Everything that you hated about this team is still there. Like,
still there, bro.
That's why.
Does Randall Cobb make things that much better? Like, come on, man.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine. No, I can't imagine, bro. Like,
ooh.
And part of me wanted to see Green Bay struggle without him a little bit. I kind of did. I like when
see what Jordan Love's made of.
I like when a player that's really great on the team isn't getting what the team, what he needs from the team, and he goes out and makes his way somewhere else. I love that. I love when that happens, man. Because it's like, you were sleeping. I bet you're awake now. You know what I mean? Like, I like that. I don't like I said, I don't like that. I don't like what he was doing, turning into, I feel like, antics. You know what I mean? Like, like I could see if you, at the end of this contract, we're gonna give you a guarantee another $80 million or so. Like, you really don't even have a reason to be there. You know?
Yeah.
You know. It's like
I'm reading.
Everything you was fighting for was for what?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm reading on sportsnews.com right now as we speak. Someone asked, is Aaron Rodgers a free agent next year? And Sports News basically said, no, because of the voided year added in Rodgers' deal after 2022. Rodgers he is unable to be franchised. So he can't be franchised. Maybe that's something that will be worked out, meaning that he'll be a true free agent after the 2022 seasons, but he has to play both years of his current deal. Both, meaning this year and next year before any free agency talk comes up. So they could still trade him.
And maybe pick up that contract.
Yep. And speaking of contracts, it is it is hellacious. Let's see. 4-year, Let me break this down here. So this upcoming season, which will be the 2021-2022, it's going to basically be a dead cap of $53 million. And then going into 2022, which he would have to play out to be a free agent. The dead cap will only be 26 million or whatever. So he got a lot of his money up front. He got a lot of his shit up front. And, so he's not even, because the current deal, according to sportstrack.com, is that he would have been an unrestricted free agent going into the 2024 season. But so they got that reworked to where they voided it out, but still he won't become an unrestricted free agent until not this upcoming season, but after the next season. At the end of that, will he only then we talked about. So I guess he will, whatever reason, got faith that, hey, G thing is going to do the right thing, and Mr. Mark Murphy or whatever his name is going to do the right thing by trading me. Or look, man, they're not going to. I guarantee you this. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. He will not get traded in the NFC.
No,
definitely not the division.
No,
he will not get. He will be in AFC. The Colts got a better chance of getting him, and that's a whole nother podcast that we could talk about. because I feel for you on the Colts situation. But no, I don't know what Aaron Rodgers wanted here.
Yeah,
He got some, but that to me that ain't enough.
It wasn't enough for all the answers. It wasn't. It wasn't. For all of this, he should have went to OTAs.
Might as well. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is. I tell you what, man. This is one of the more I've heard of contract disputes and stuff like that. I mean, even the Dak Prescott stuff wasn't like this. It wasn't like, and I get it. They're not the same caliber of quarterback, so Aaron Rodgers could pull this off, whereas a Prescott probably would not. But mostly with Prescott, it was about the money. Yeah. But Jesus Christ, man, this story is far from over.
Definitely, it's far from over, man. We're gonna definitely keep our eyes on this story and see how this unfolds with the Green Bay season coming up. I feel like it's gonna be a mess. Yeah, that's gonna be a mess.
Yep.
But yeah, man.
Oh well.
We're gonna keep our eyes on this. We also gonna keep our eyes on this Deshaun Watson situation. A lot going on with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, we're gonna see what happened with that this coming up week. We can discuss that on the next podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody who been tapping in and tuning in, man, for real. Keep showing the love and support. You know what I mean? Coming out every week. You know what I mean? Banging y'all in the head with the sports talk. You know what I mean? Whether it be the NBA or NFL. You know how we're going to keep it on here. We'll be seeing a little MLB when some things happen. You know what I mean? But, mostly the NBA and NFL right now. You know what I mean? We're going to keep it tight like that, man. You know what I mean? Y'all just keep showing the support that y'all showing, man. I got some things coming
Appreciate
up.
y'all.
We're gonna be having some merch soon. You know what I mean? Corey, working on the merch for the pod. It's coming soon.
Word.
Absolutely,
okay.
Absolutely. We're gonna get some merch up in here. You know what I mean? You know how I do.
Okay.
Get some merch for the pod going. Maybe do a couple of giveaways.
Word.
Giveaways for the listeners.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Spice it
nice.
up a little
nice.
bit. Y'all already know. You know what I mean? They've been showing us love out here. You know what I mean? Hit me up, probably hitting you up, commenting, sharing. You know what I mean?
I've been seeing them on the premieres and the comments and stuff. So that's a good look, man.
Yeah, man. People
appreciate y'all for taking out y'all. Yeah, I mean there's sports talk all over the place, and the fact that y'all choose to do that with us, man, I words can't even express.
Absolutely, whether big or small, you know, we here
Yep.
We here to serve the people that are here. You know what I mean? We got the people here. They're listening. Keep listening, man. You know, we're gonna keep showing this love. You know what I mean? And you know, y'all hit me up, say, hey man, I don't like what you said. You try to argue with me on the phone. Y'all might hit Corey up.
Yeah.
Argue with him. That's what I love it. That's what we do it for, man. It's the sports talk.
Yep.
I mean, it's the zone.
Yep.
We in the zone, man. You know, we in the zone, baby.
That's it, man. That's it.
I mean, y'all keep showing the love. Tap in on the YouTube and on the SoundCloud, Skyzone.Society network on both. Tap into us, you know what I mean? Yo, Corey, you know, I appreciate you, you know what I mean, for doing the pod, you know what I mean? Yo, we're going to keep tapping in with these Lakers. I got a feeling by the time we do this podcast next week, Lakers going to be made another move.
Yeah.
I got a feeling, man. I got a feeling, man.
Hey, well, while we're waiting on that move, I'm going to go ahead and hit up the AARP and get the cards sent out to everybody over there. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get to work on that ASAP. You know, don't want to let anybody down over there. You know, real quick, they said that we are the oldest team in NBA history.
No way.
Yes, sir. I heard on NBA radio today on Sirius XM. They said the Lakers in history, we are the oldest team ever assembled in history as it currently is constructed right now.
Corey, no way we're older than that Lakers team with Malone and Peyton and Glenn Rice in them. No fucking way. No way.
That was they say. Hey, I'll tell you what they say. I don't know how they figure that stuff out. I don't know who does the numbers and stuff like that. I was like, whoa.
I'm at the fact.
I wasn't shocked when I heard it. I wasn't shocked when I heard it. That's why I'm working on the cards. I'ma send them the design special AARP cards.
Oh my God. Look, cool.
And I'm gonna send them. Well, I think they're on the west side. So they ain't got a Hardee's over there. They got a Carl's Jr. So I'm gonna send them, get them gift cards to Carl's Jr. over there on the west side, and be here at 8:30 sharp a.m. for your biscuit. and your
Laker,
small cup of seniors discount coffee.
I want to be clear, Laker Nation, that is Corey Cool C. Smith saying all that. Laker organization, if you thought about sending us some free tickets, you can send me some. You don't have to send Corey anything. You know what I mean? You can send me some. He's already been to see y'all play in person. He's been to the, you know
Old
what
as
I mean?
hell.
He's been there already. You know what I mean? I haven't been. You can send me
Oh,
some. He don't have to go. I can go. I can report
oh,
live. I can do the podcast. You know what I mean? From the stadium if y'all need me to, and I can just
oh,
hit Corey on the Zoom. You know what I'm saying?
oh,
No, yo,
gosh. Oh,
see,
man.
again,
Jesus
that is the voice.
Christ
That is
again.
the voice of Corey Cool C. Smith, not Big Fat.
Representing the zone, baby. Representing the zone. I speak for the both of us, baby.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
sir.
Oh my God.
Let's go. Let's get them canes, wheelchairs, and crutches out, man. We got this. Let's go, Lakers. Let's go. I'm wearing my wristband. My Lakers wristband. There we go. I'm still prideful. Look, I'm gonna stop talking because if we mess around and win a championship, you ain't gonna let me go off of nothing. So I'm gonna fall back.
You know I ain't. You know I ain't. And this is documented.
I know I set the tone.
Boy, I'm gonna play this back several times on this podcast. If you win, you know what? If we come out of the West, I'm gonna play this podcast over and over and over about how you doubted these, what you deemed the AARP team. I'm not calling them that. I'm saying those are your words. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But man,
yeah,
that's all right. Yeah. We gonna see. We gonna see, man. We got a couple more. Well,
no doubt. Respect.
Few more months to November. Get here and the season pop off. You know what I mean? But we gonna see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Drake say, we gonna see.
We gonna see. We gonna see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Corey, you know, I'm be hitting you up throughout the week, man. You know what I mean? About these trades and all this stuff going on. You know what I mean?
All right, man.
To see what to see your feelings. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
We're
gonna report back next week. You know what I mean? Do the podcast for the zoners out there, man. Meantime, man, everybody stay safe, man. You know what I mean? Keep ducking this COVID. Corey, you do the same, my guy.
All right, man. Stay safe, my brother.
You already know, bro. Peace.
All right, peace.